Who is it?
Hey,
Vinny!
dude, are you there?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude, I
man?
don't have a scary story, man.
I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't.
Oh!
You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll come
Brandon.
after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you'd like. That's
No,
fine.
it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just
Well,
saying there's a lot
But
of...
that is what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Well, all right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rish Giorgiano. It is Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Well, we made it. We made it past the 224s. 24 yesterday. That was a tough day to get by. America, the world, all of us. Well, it is Thursday. You guys who work 9 to 5, your week is basically over. You're welcome. Tomorrow will be Friday, which is basically now, so you only have about a half a day left. By the time you wake up and realize something, you're at work, it's noon, it's lunchtime, you got 4 hours left. You're welcome. Tonight, what are we talking about tonight? We are... Oh, yeah! Well, not all night we're going to talk about it, but... I should have done this yesterday when I talked about it, huh? Rose Cuckold, Rosy Cheeks, Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters. The biggest grifter to date. Next to, the Corbell and... Is it me or does it... It seems like that's all we're talking about lately. There's a lot to talk about if you want to talk about politics. Ufology has gone to the silent... everybody's just talking about Lou's book. So we'll talk a little bit about the book that people are supposedly Project Unity downloaded Lou's book and is disseminating it to the public even before it's out. About 136 pages from what I saw. Yeah, and I think the book has what? 138 pages, that's it? No, it's a book. Anytime a book, and I don't know if you know this, if you make a book with let's say 300 pages, and it's filled with lies, and you make the book exactly the same way filled with truths, the book that has the lies in it will weigh more than the book with lies in it. How's that possible? See, you can make anything up and make people say, oh, I guess that's real. Well, I don't know. I just made it up. But if Rose can do it, so can we. Right? Hey, when somebody said there's a scientist, a Japanese scientist, who says water can react to your emotions, I was like, bullshiminy. It's true. Water reacts to emotions. How? Because we're all alive? Because we're all part of the same system? I wonder if it's because we're all part of the same earth. We're all connected. Because you hear that every day. We're all connected somehow. Do you mean just the humans? Or all of us? Like, if I ran across a Ute, would a Ute feel anything for me? And what if I ran across two Utes? Huh? And those two Utes. Oh, I'm sorry. Youths. What movie? My Cousin Vincenzo. That's right. But you guys are quick tonight. Let's do a little coal roll and see who's here, huh? Oh, my dyslexia. Roll call, everybody. FAP's here. He says, here we go. There we are. Glenn Collins is here. Welcome to the show. Alfie Joe Bob's here. What do you say? How do you be, AJB? David Wilcox, not Wilcox. How do you do? What do you say? How do you be? You guys good? Brooke is, huh? Yeah, welcome to the show. Paula Faust, you too. Everybody's here. Let's go. Samo, Goofonian Rockstar. What's up, Chief? 808. Just another DJ Thursday. Kelly Lewis, the EW is here. The Josie UK, I'm okay. Everybody's okay. Well, good to see you too. Zuzi Kingdom, Kingdom Lord of the Lordiest. Welcome to the show, yo. Hey, Lead Food. What do you say, Rich? Yeah, huh? And Gyro, you guys always come in around the same time. Welcome to, well, I guess it is the beginning of the show. But Brian Yates, everybody. The BY. Bye. If your last name was Edgar, you would have the best initials, BYE. I know, you probably thought of that years ago. My bad. All right, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. What the hell, the Joe Munka? What are you doing here? Good to see you too. Paula Faust is here. Welcome. Thor Penku and Pool Player 361. You guys always show up around the same time too. Who's this person? K.B. Are you related to F.A.P? FAP. Well, welcome to the show, KB. I don't know if I've seen you here before, but hopefully we can see you come back sometime in the future if you like what you see in here. Be the Arrow, welcome to the show. All right, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I really don't love you. It means we do have a lot of show to do, and that is the truth. Look, you can't keep the entire show away from what's going on in the world, and you know what I'm talking about, the assassination attempt. I gotta play this clip for a few seconds. You gotta hear what this reporter said. You want to talk about accidentally telling the truth and not realizing it. This is that. Check this out. If you thought for 1 minute that it was an inside job, you, my friends, may want to listen to this. Hey. There it is. You gotta, I mean, this is crazy. Listen to what he says. The guy on the right.
Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas starts us off from Washington. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. Our audience is about to see the frantic seconds in the moments after the government tried to kill former President Trump.
After their government tried to kill former President Trump, excuse you.
In the moments after the government tried to kill former President Trump.
Squeeze me? Asshole says what? Huh?
Seconds in the moments after the government tried to kill former President Trump. In the moments after the government tried to kill former President Trump. It's all caught on police body cam video.
He doesn't even realize what he said. Oops, told the truth after the government tried to kill Trump. What? What?
Tried to kill former President Trump.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. Unbelievable. It's crumbelievable. And how about the other guy, they say, that got away, right? It looks just like the guy they shot. They look alike. What the hell's going on? This is great. This is unbelievable. They found two guys that look a lot alike to convince them to off the P, POTUS. Just in case one did and the other one didn't, they got the guy they were looking for because he looked the same. I don't get it. Yeah, that's very strange. Very strange. Yeah, I don't like it. This is telling me everything I already knew about our government, this administration. They literally tried to take Trump out. No, I believe it. I do now. Yeah, I think they were in on it. The guy was laying on top of a sloped roof above police that were in the building directly. If somebody was on my roof right now, you guys hear footsteps? Sounds like somebody's loading a gun. Or nah, John, that's the TV. Oh, all right. You know what I mean? It's like, what are they doing? This is crazy. I'm not going to get into it here. But I am going to talk about it on Rich Saves America. By the way, Rich Saves America is going to be on tomorrow in place of GUFON at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Yep, the decline has started, so there'll be one less show a week and one extra for RSA. So RSA is now Sunday and Friday. And eventually, we're going to pick one more day, probably Wednesday, to split this down the middle. Yeah. So this way, I mean, I got to go with what's hot. I got a life to live. And by the way, if you want to help support this life, this truthology for ufology thing, I know it's none of your business, it's mine, but that's how we've been surviving for 4 years. Well, 5 almost. This October will be 5. Boy, I sure would hate to see it all go away. It won't all go away, but you know what I mean? I mean, I'm seeing the writing on the wall. All right, let's move along. No reason to talk about it. Can't do anything about it. So let's move along. Shall we? Oh, whoa. What just happened? Whoa. All right, I'm going to play this. I got the show all ready to go right here. Andrew Scholes. Oh, wait a second. Kamala versus Trump. This is a parody? All right, let me see what's going on. This may be another political thing. It has Alex Jones. Here we go.
Biden is out and Kamala is in. The election went from drool runnings to cool runnings faster than a female cop can fumble her firearm. Move over, RFK. This November, we've got a new throat goat, and apparently her headshots don't miss. Kamala Harris, or as we call her, Warhawk Tua, the half-black, half-Indian parents met at a 7-Eleven robbery, is officially the Democratic nominee. Surely the Dems, the party that calls Trump the end of democracy, surely they allowed the voters to choose Kamala, right? What? No? Wait, there's no right to choose? Guys, this is a presidential election, not a woman's body in Oklahoma. Now, I don't want to seem like a flat-earthing, dinosaur-denying, believe-all-women conspiracy theorist, but it kind of feels like the Democrats dragged Biden's lifeless corpse through the campaign long enough to avoid a primary so they could place whoever they wanted as the nominee.
All right, we get it. So, what does that mean for ufology? Nothing. Nothing. Different president, same results. Look, I don't know who's going to win. I know who should win, and if he does win, he won't win. But I don't know how they're going to fake it. I don't know how they're going to pull it off this time. They tried to take him out. That's the only way. For them to do what they did with the election this time, it's going to be really hard. Too many eyes are watching too many things now. They can't do shit. Either they take him out or they lose. They don't want to lose. See, what Trump should do, he should make a year-long video, like make videos for a year, just in case they take him out. Here's what I want to do. I want it done this way. If you don't do it this way, it's not going to have the same amount that impact. But this is weird. That's like me doing a recorded show and saying it's live. You can't do it. Although that might be better in this day and age. All right, let me show you the most incredible piece of footage of entities in a hovering craft you've ever seen. What? Yeah. There's a video here from Hard Copy. Remember that show? And it says, the most remarkable piece of footage you'll ever see. Filmed in 1999 by no other than the infamous Dorothy Izat. She was deemed credible by multiple institutions that studied her case. And I, for one, think this woman is legit. It doesn't get any better. We've talked about her before a few years ago. This is one of my, if not favorite, UFO experience, I guess, because she has evidence. Check this out. I mean, we've seen it before, but it doesn't hurt to show it again.
Doubt the most remarkable piece of footage she shot
was where the aliens showed up.
It's an image that appeared during one of Dorothy's routine sky watches just recently.
And then I noticed that in the window were a couple of aliens in the window. So I said, oh dear, I can't see the light's so bright. I said, I need to film you. I said, can you turn the lights off the ship? Then I can film you. And they did. The lights go off. The aliens are there.
And believe it or not, like all of Dorothy's footage, this has been scientifically tested and declared genuine, or at least not.
I'm sorry. I don't see it.
Faked.
There's not a lot that we...
Did anybody see an alien there? Because I sure as heck fire don't know what the hell I'm looking at. And I never have with this. She's got the greatest stuff. They've given her a camera and she would take pictures of the light and the light would be streaking all over the place like here, but it doesn't bleed into the other frames. And they think somehow she's faking it. They gave her a camera, sealed it up. She took her video. Same thing happened. The aliens showed up. They couldn't debunk it. But they're still saying somehow she's faking it and we don't know how. Really?
Gatilla have thoroughly investigated the Dorothy Izat phenomenon and are now compiling a book of their findings.
There is a spiritual world and there is a non-spiritual world, a material world, and so forth. What Dorothy has done is she's bridged the gulf between the two.
Meanwhile, Dorothy simply calls her ET friends life beings, who she says come from diverse parts of the universe to impart a simple message to mankind.
No one wants to listen to it because it's so simple and And it's so easy. It's Love. Just love.
This is what.
You know, come on, man. That's the message. This most incredible UFO video evidence I've ever seen. That's the message. Love. You can't have love without hate. How would you know if you had it if you don't know what it's like to not have it? I know that's a shitty argument, right? I hate when people say that. You gotta have hate. You gotta go through pain before you get the pleasure. Most of the time, in some things, you do. Pain. Pain is, well, if you're a workout person, you go through the pain of the agonizing feeling you get when you're working out. But when you're done, it's a euphoric high. Build a building. When you're done, that rush, that beautiful high you get looking at something you constructed, right? Anything. A puzzle, a crossword puzzle, your hair, anything you put into it and love it, that's all that matters. Is that what the aliens want us to do? Just no matter what? Love. I just think that's kind of bland, especially for Dorothy Izat. I'm very disappointed in that message. No, I get it, but nobody's going to listen to it. What about all the other times? Right? All the other messages, including some people we know who have said our technologies are going to be the end of our technology, but love. Just love. No matter what, even if the technology ruins us all, love. Please. Yes, love conquers all. But when you have nothing, you need something, and love ain't gonna fill the void. I would love water and food, but damn it, we don't have it in the apocalypse. See? All right. Next. Oh, it's really, really scary. And I'm not even kidding. This is the next problem for ufology. It's AI. Yeah, we talked about it a year or two ago when it was really getting popular. Because now they make these videos, you can't tell if it's real or fake. Here's an example I'm going to show you from Tupacabra on X. Put this video together, and it says AI video is insane now. And it is. So this scares me. Because we're going to have people out there like S4, Fat Fuck Tony, and those people faking UFO sightings. And they're going to be like, look how popular it is. Look at me. I'm getting huge. Well, for him, that goes without saying. But just eat a sandwich, 20 pounds. But this is amazing. Yes, I'm going there. I don't like FFT. And I hope he's found.
Purpose unclear, but their impact was world-changing. As the dust settled, the world's powers scrambled to secure these prizes.
Right?
The ships were found to be unmanned, their hulls impenetrable to conventional tools. But as if guided by an unseen hand, each nation discovered a way to access the alien technology within their borders. In secret laboratories and hidden facilities, scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of these otherworldly marvels. The Allies and Axis powers alike poured resources into harnessing this new technology, each hoping to gain an insurmountable advantage over their rivals. What happened next can only be described as hell on Earth. Only later did we realize the crafts and technology weren't gifts. They were an extermination. But they didn't get their hands dirty. Instead, they just sat back and watched, letting the darkness in the hearts of men do their dirty work.
You see? You see? I told you. These alien craft. They're time bombs. Sure, get in them, fly them around, find out what happens. Wouldn't that be weird? They start flying these things and half a continent falls off the earth. If you fly this, we'll destroy the earth. You can't let this thing hover for more than a minute. I wonder if that's why we can't use them. I wonder if they have some sort of detonation, or what do you call that? You know what it counts down? Countdown. Self-destruct. I wonder if they have self-destruct buttons like that, or a timer. Is that Ed Chouffet with a $1 super dono? It is. Thanks, Ed. Here, let's put it up. Thank you, sir. Glad to see you. Welcome back. And thank you for the uno dinero. Goes right into the kitty cat, to the kitty pig. Thanks, Ed. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging. Support can be beautiful. It does feel good. Thanks, man. Thank you. All right.
Millions dead, cities reduced to ash, a planet scarred beyond recognition. And for what? We were like children handed grenades, too stupid to do anything but pull the pins. Our extinction is our final innovation.
Every gun that is made, every warship launched, every rocket fired signifies, in the final sense, a theft from those who hunger and are not fed, those who are cold and not clothed. Under the cloud of threatening war, it is humanity hanging from a cross of iron.
Pretty interesting, anyway. I don't know what was going on in there. It was just a bunch of AI. That's all. They were just showing us the graphics. But and also the narrative in that little video is kind of interesting. I mean, that's what we're going to be using these for. And maybe, just maybe, when those aliens came down and visited the schools and visited people and took Betty and Barney Hill and all those other people who make claims that the message is our technology will be our demise, not alien technology. That's the message. Let's get that straight. So if we find some alien technology and back engineer it, is that our technology? You know what happens? We make it ours. And we make something that can travel into a bomb. Basically. Oh, I see what the aliens did here. They took mercury, plutonium, and they mixed them together. Oh, I never thought of trying that, Johnson. You know? Oh, look what happens under the microscope. Big black hole explosion. Let's try it. Yeah, and they try it in that, Hadron Collider. Next thing you know, oh shit, we just started a black hole. It was nice knowing everybody. You know, and everything's gone. We could have been done. I mean, for all we know, we're done right now. And we're just living in an echo. When they turn that thing on, you think that's a joke? No. Go back to the second they turn that on and tell me what you feel. Yeah. If you weren't sleeping, if you were, you probably had a nightmare. Wouldn't that be weird? Every time they turn on CERN, everybody, you know, you feel this thing, or they turn on HARP and your hair goes boop for a second. Whoa, electricity, and balloons start sticking to walls. I always thought that was weird. You rub a balloon on your head and it creates static electricity. And you can stick it to walls. People. Fascinating. Poor little Roz. Roz. Rose, Ross. I combined them. The U.S. Marine Corps releases UAP information sharing policy to the Black Vault. We'll get to that in a minute. A little bit of Lou. before we get into Rose. More Lou. It's because of his book, right? God, I can't wait. We are going to have so much fun. I can feel it. I can feel it. It is going to be a fun time. Well, gods, aliens, and angels, Lou Elizondo asks in his book. Well, there you have it. Stephen Greenstreet says. Is that him? The Pentagon didn't shut down a UFO program. They shut down a bunch of rogue religious kooks, spending taxpayer money to read the Holy Bible and look for alien angels. This further supports my New York Post reporting of a UFO religion that has spent years infiltrating the government. Yes, that's what I said. Theoretical precursor to Christ's resurrection and ascension to heaven. Enoch. Everybody knows Enoch, a wheel within a wheel. Enoch's journey is filled with heavenly accounts, including descriptions of angelic and demonic hierarchy, God's throne, God's inner circle of guards, and even the language of the supernatural. On paper, Enoch's travels don't sound that dissimilar to reported non-human encounters. We also looked at the 6th chapter of Genesis. Giants, Nephilim, fallen angels, Nephilim, watchers, aliens, Ezekiel's wheel, and, of course, Jacob's ladder. Jim theorized that if the distance between humans and angels is large, was it not probable that other beings existed between the purely spiritual angels and the flesh and soul creatures known as humans? Was it possible an entire ecosystem of divine and semi-divine life forms existed in an invisible ecosystem? Gods, angels, and aliens. Here's to you, Lou, for trying every single thing possible by throwing up as much shit up on the walls as you could possibly throw, and just to see what sticks. What a beautiful way to live life. Good for you, Lou. May the shit stain your underwear, because there's nowhere to go. Oh, see what I did there? Yes, it didn't make sense, but it did. Because all you had to hear was underwear. That's it. All right, you asked for it. Here it is. You wanted this, and here it is. You ready? Are you ready? Get me up. Pull me up. There we go. In 3, 2. Have you had this dream? Has anybody? I haven't. Do you realize that? I have never had a dream like this. It's not fair. What I have dreams of is presences. Did you see the guy's boot? See the alien on his boot? See that? Yeah. Oriental. You see how they're doing it? It's China. China's doing this to us. That's an Easter egg right there. Look. More Chinese eyes right here. See them? They're everywhere. It's China. Look up here. China. Wouldn't that be weird if it was China the whole time? And China has had Vimanas in their closets this whole time. And then those Vimanas, they break down in stacks. Like you're cutting them and slicing them into disc-shaped objects. And then they combine and get back together as one. But I've never, ever had a experience or a dream. Hey, bud. Hey, you. These are people who had experiences. I think she was seated with an alien. Well, I think that's what happened. Yeah, these are abductees. Go.
Productive issues.
I've been on a table, and I've seen something removed from my body, a fetus.
You're yoking.
Baby. It was so small I couldn't believe that it could live on its own.
And then the next thing that followed after that was that my legs were being spread apart.
Though from my vantage point on a table with my legs in the air, I can't see too awful much about what's going on or describe in detail.
I don't even know how to say this. He started to put my legs apart. And this female brought a baby, and and she sort of handed him.
I love this depiction. This stayed with me throughout my entire life. That is the most disgusting looking alien I have ever seen. I mean, talk about bedhead. What are those wires coming out of that thing? And the baby. Look at the baby. The baby's got some sort of rug on it. Like, yeah, look at a rug. The hell's going on with that thing? It looks like scales. I don't know. It's got scolitis. It's scolitis. But anyway, she thinks that this is her child. Look at the little lips on the baby. Isn't that adorable? You just want to kiss it, right? It's a cute little baby.
I've been asked to hold children and babies. I've been asked
But
to
everybody has
give
those
these children
dreams.
affection.
We all have dreams. Well, I don't. Do you guys have dreams about holding babies? Do you know I've never had a dream about a baby in my entire life. Huh. Oh, I also never had a dream about pigs. So, I also never had a dream about chickens. Never had a dream about anything but the paranormal. Why is that? My whole life, all my dreams had to do with the fear of being caught, falling off cliffs, driving on bridges that all of a sudden there's no road, and right? All that stuff. And then, here and there, peppered throughout my life, were these dreams about seeing aliens. Well, UFOs. I never saw an alien. Never. You heard the story last night. I know, it was a snoozer, but that's all I had. But this is amazing that these people have these experiences in such detail. Here's what we need. And this is, for me, would be like a smoking gun. If a woman went to a doctor, pregnant, let's say 6 months, let's say 4.5 months, right in the middle. I will round it up, 5. We round up here at GUFON. She's preggo 5 months, wakes up, no baby. We need that person to go to the doctor, get the scan, see what happened. To me, that would be proof. And I think, and if I don't, I don't know, but I think there might be a story or two or a record of these accounts, but no proof. We need proof. That would be unbelievable. Right? My God. That would be horrible. I can't imagine what it's like to have another human growing inside of you. I don't even like having gas, let alone a human. There's a baby in there holding on to an umbilical cord and growing and getting bigger and then pooping inside of you. Ew. Ew. Oh, I know it goes down into the tubage and all out the back end. But ew. Anyway, kids, right? Forget about it. All right, we done. Are we done? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
And these children aren't alien children.
Remember those haircuts? Remember that? There's only one type of person that should wear those haircuts. You have to have a narrow face. She almost looks like Princess Di right there, huh?
And they're not human children.
Did you see? Oh, that's what we forgot to do, Rich. Oh, I forgot. I was going to do the body language tonight. Shit. Anyway, watch her reaction here.
Children aren't alien children, and they're not human children.
Did you see the blink? Did you see the slow blink when she said, and they're not human children? Or right there? Right there, that blink. Watch. Watch when she says it and what words are being used.
Alien alien children and they're not human children.
She's a little somber about that because she really doesn't know. She doesn't know. Like, she closes her eyes. She's like, I'm not so sure. It's a typical reaction to somebody who doesn't really know what the frigonometry they're talking about.
These children aren't alien children and they're not human children. They're somewhere in between.
Even the little head bob. Whoa, holy testicle Tuesday. What the holy mackerel. The hell? Now, I have no comment.
In like little glass
That's just not a good look there, Herman Munster.
boxes, I've seen
That's a female Herman Munster.
these babies.
I can't. I'm sorry. That's not freaking nice at all. Who am I to say such things? Make fun of me all day. I don't care. All right, let's get to work now. Rose Cuckold has got to be the biggest fraud in ufology right at this moment. And not only has he been building up to it, doubling down on it. Like, really? Just coming up with all these, and I said this the other night, I know, but saying, I know somebody who knows a guy who said these three people who I can't name at all. Of course you can't. Because there is no thing, and there is no UFO in a big building. What is this? How come we didn't hear the bring? David Wilcox just gifted 5 memberships. Hold on a second. Here it is. I'm in the chat. Why can't I give you a thumbs up on that? I thought I saw somebody else donate. I'm afraid I'm not used to seeing the donations, so I'm not really. Oh, Ed Chouffet, that was it. Okay. And David is just got 5 memberships. In Northwest 3D Design is asking me, hey, Rich, what is the name of the video for Who Are They? You mean the song? What are they? That one? Well, the funny thing is, I did not make that song. You can go to a place called, I'll put the link in the chat. Here, I'll just put it in there for you. But it's called Radar Recording. So this is it. Crop circle song. I think that's what you're asking. Northwest 3rd Design. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for hanging out. David Wilcox throwing him down tonight. Watchdog was gifted a membership by David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Oh, the whole chat just jumped on me. Great. Sean Boyle was gifted a membership by David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Helen of Crystals, yay, was gifted a membership by David Wilcox, not Wilcock. EDC and Lace was gifted a membership by David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Wilcock. And Matt, 2112, what's up, Matt? He was gifted a membership by David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Dude, thank you. Thank you very much, dude. That was weird. I was just thinking about when the first is before the show started because I'm like, oh yeah, I get to give away 10 memberships and there you are. Thank you so much, dude. That's huge. And I hope everybody's okay with that, you know? You can't turn down a free membership. I mean, you can, but you'd be fool not to take it. All right. Thanks, man. That was cool. Thank you for helping support Truthology for ufology. Yay. And with that being said, because of the request, that wasn't really a request. It has been about 3 months since we played this. So just a little LUV for the one who was interested in the song. A little crop circle. Never hurt nobody. Enjoy. What are they, everybody? The crop circle song. What are they?
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they?
What do they mean?
Again, everybody, come on.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean? What are they, everybody? Are they harbingers of world change?
These secrets in the field.
Come on, everybody.
Are they harbingers of world change?
Let's turn it up rock and roll style.
In the field.
Come on, baby.
Are they harbingers of world change?
Yeah! Secrets in the field! Oh, secrets in the field!
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean?
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean?
What are they, everybody?
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the
Slow dance, everybody.
fields. Are they harbingers of world change?
Yeah, give it some love.
These secrets in the fields.
Go back to normal.
Are they harbingers of world
Change. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for that. All right, let's get back to work. And I've got to get it. Got it. Go. All right. Holy Testicle Tuesday. This is from Lou's book. Are you ready for this, John? We're going to read. Now, you're not going to believe this. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I'm not sure I read this here. I thought this was from yesterday or whenever. Let's pull it up. Reddit is throwing down a lot of Lou. No. If psychic ability really exists, Gary Nolan theorized, it would have to be connected in some way to conjugate Putinman. Putinman? Conjugate Putinman? And was the caudate Putinman somehow attracting UAP to experiencers? Were remote viewers like psychics inhaling and sifting through the world's signals through this so-called antenna in their brains? See, this is where you have to suspend disbelief, my fellow friends and Goofonians. You really do. And the reason I say this, because there isn't one person here that has the ability. No, you're going to tell me I'm wrong. You're going to be mad. You're going to swear at me. I can hear it. Look, I come on here and I fake like I'm a psychic because I want to believe that these instincts I have are better than everybody else's. And you know what? They are. But I'm not psychic. I don't know how it works, but nobody's 100%, and you should be. If you're going to be a psychic, you got to be 90. Okay, I'll give you 90 to 100. Nobody is. 50-50, shit. I can do 50-50 in my sleep. So, no. I still don't believe in it. However, I do believe there is something we don't know or understand. But it is, and this is where I get beat up. Everybody wants to beat the shit out of me for saying this, but it's true. There's no repeatable evidence. And yes, I know in remote viewing with the CIA, they had the remote viewing program, and I think it was working, or else they wouldn't have. Like, why even go public with it and say it worked? And then those guys came out and did the documentary, a couple of them talking about it, and the movie. So, yeah, The Men Who Stare at Goats. So, here's Lou's book. You got Gary talking about remote viewing, Gary Nolan, I'm assuming. And here they're talking about Kajuate and Pudaman, you know? And they're talking like how the more you are in it and you keep putting your brain out there in that kind of universe, it's an antenna. Well, let me tell you something. It is. And it isn't. I hate this world. Let me tell you why. Because it doesn't work consistently. And there's no re-verifiable evidence where if it's 11 o'clock and I said, everybody, let's figure out what's on this letter in France underneath the bench, okay? Tell me where the letter is. Oh, okay, everybody figured that out. If everybody can figure it out and get it right, I would believe in it. But they don't. And if they came back on the same day, at the same time, every year, for 100 years, they would not be able to repeat any of the shit they're doing. That's what's bothersome. So yeah, you may be able to remote view something. And maybe like Lou said when I read yesterday from his excerpt from the book that he and 4 other guys got together and shook the bed of a terrorist that he came to him as, they all came to him as angels, they found out, right? Remember that? So I guess Lou was part of the Men Who Stare at Goats thing that never ever stopped, but they kept it going. You know, Lou and his buddies, you know, you got to believe Lou. Why would Lou say such things if they weren't true? Why? Why would he say it if they weren't true? Really, I'm serious. Why would he say it? See, I think for a guy who said, I'm not a UFO guy, I'm not a ufologist, I never have been, never wanted to be, he was delving into a lot of this stuff and not caring at all of a sudden. You know what I mean? What do you think? He and his friends get together on Friday night and they go, let's do it. Let's remote view the son of a bitch Giordano. Let's find out, you know, what Giordano's doing. You know, can they do that? Can you do that, Chunky? Can you remote view this? All right, let's read this. So Nolan dreamed of doing some DNA studies on the greater question. The way he saw it, the Kajuate Pudaman was the hardware that allowed these brains to perform their work. DNA was the blueprint for the hardware. If we can get the right patient permissions and propose the right kind of study, maybe we could pinpoint a gene that's predisposed a person that has enhanced intuition, psychic ability, and yes, maybe even UAP attraction. Oh my God, you're serious. Seriously, they were looking for people with DNA that can attract UFOs. This is amazing. The arguments for genetic causation were not far-fetched, and they shouldn't be. In my opinion, that's a great thing they're trying. A Scottish psychologist had traced a gift of premonition through family trees in her home country. In Scotland, it was common for a child to inherit his or her father's gift for second sight. So in Native Americans and indigenous traditions, shamanism was embraced openly. It was not regarded as supernatural, right? To commune with nature or wildlife. It was a way of life. And to use that experience to guide others to a new state of healing or being or death. Shamans connected with the spirit world via a trance-like state, sometimes with the aid of psychedelics. That's something I want to try really, really soon. Eurocentric cultures, steeped in traditional Judeo-Christian beliefs, Judeo, were inclined to regard these things as strange, weird, bad, or demonic, but that taboo was non-existent in indigenous communities. The practices were socially acceptable. Like I said before, maybe this quote-unquote gift was actually an ancient ability shared by many early humans before this proliferation of verbal speech and written language. Vestigial sense left over from primal times that allowed the species to survive by detecting what dangers lay ahead. Yeah, it's called instincts. It's a gut feeling, Chief. Most interested to me was Will and Gary's discovery of the connection to indigenous people of North America. It turned out that almost all the people in Will's studies, military and intelligence officials, with remote viewing abilities and/or UAP encounters and biological effects, they had Native American DNA, specifically Cherokee blood. Wow. Even more surprising, socializing this revelation led to also discovering that almost everyone who was involved with ATIP, like what I saw. Oh, I don't know what he's saying. I saw a species that wasn't ready. I saw a reality that wasn't real at all. I can't open this any further. As I peered across the other lanes of traffic, I felt numb. Oh, this is a different part of the story. I felt numb, isolated, and betrayed. These people have no effing clue about anything, I thought to myself. The whole thing is a big lie. We tell ourselves we are the apex predator, but in reality, we're minuscule. The traffic eased a bit on the highway, so heading toward Kent Island, Maryland, in my heightened sense of awareness, I noticed things I would not normally see. Highway signs, a cop pulling someone over for violating high occupancy vehicle lane rules, the inane ads on the backs of big rigs. It hit me like a brick. We are such a simple species. We must be told what to do and how to behave because we can't do it for ourselves. From speed limits to travel lane restrictions to what we should have for dinner, we are constantly told we should conduct ourselves among our fellow citizens. That's true. Is mankind really ready for the truth? Most of us only want to hear the truth that fit comfortably into our own time world, but pre-existing narratives. When we are forced to confront the truth, we routinely suppress it in favor of making ourselves feel better. Suddenly, the various stories in UAP literature came into new focus. Events like Roswell were no longer a puzzle, but an intellectual cakewalk. Of course, those two saucers had crashed that day in 1947. Our primitive EMP device must have somehow disrupted their propulsion bubble, rendering them vulnerable. It would have been like a 747 losing all power on its jet engines. Then, in one fell swoop, the UAP painfully met the reality of the New Mexico desert. Anyway, that's part of the book. Man, hurt my eyes to read that from such a far distance, stay near the microphone because I couldn't see it on the screen in front of me. Whew, my balls on eyes. Holy Testicle Tuesday. My God. Wow. Man, I didn't realize that my eyes were going to hurt like that. Hey, what's up, Truth Seeker? Dan Peters, how you guys? Bob Marley. So that's a little piece of Lou's book. Sounds pretty good, man. Not kidding. Not kidding. Here's some more of Lou's book. Lou states he was also branded. Hold on. 9/11 suspects. This comes from Skyfire News. 9/11 suspects labeled Lou Elizondo the czar of torture. Really? Really? Who? Who? Lou states he was also branded the nation's Darth Vader. Give me a fucking break. This is the biggest bullshit thing I've ever heard. And that Europe issued him an arrest warrant for his work in rendition, detention, and interrogation of high-value detainees. Wait a minute. I thought Lou didn't do any of that stupid shit. All I heard is that he delivered plans, and ideas on what he didn't interrogate anybody. Nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I need evidence. Maybe the book will have that evidence. I heard differently. However, it's all over Lou's face, though, isn't it? He sure looks like he was that guy. I don't know, man. I don't believe it. And of course, he wouldn't be able to do that on his own. You know, it'd be him and his 4 buddies having to hold somebody down to torture him. Can't do it on your own, right? Can't do that on your own. Too dangerous. Yeah. And I know if he did do that, it was to the enemy. But what a low-life, miserable piece of shit you have to be to do that to another person. That's not for me. I could kill a man if I had to in self-defense, but I couldn't torture somebody. No way. Unless it was done to me and I'm getting back, you know, not just to get answers. You do whatever it takes. Save this country? If that's true, then everything we thought about Lou is a lie. He would actually be one of the worst people you could ever be friends with, one of the worst people probably to be enemies with, right? Because I think it sticks up there in you. PTSD, it's got to be deep. So for him to go from torturing, you know, the czar of torture, right? The nation's Darth Vader. Give me a fucking break, right? Never heard of this guy until 2017. Nobody heard of him. We would have heard of him. Oh, it was all hush hush. Shh. Top secret shit. Would have never heard of him. Somebody would have mumbled Elizondo if he was that guy. We would have heard. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I buy it yet. When I look at Lou, I see a tortured soul, somebody who tortures himself every single day. That's what I see when I see Lou. And don't think I take a lot of pride in calling him out and feeling good about it every single time. Somebody's got to do it. I don't like being lied to, nor should we be lied to. And I don't think that's right. If you're going to come out on a national stage and say the things that he did and can't back it up, that's a piece of shit. You don't get respect. No. God, there's that itch again. It comes back every now and then. I don't know what it is. I was ready for it tonight. I left it there. Yeah, lose damaged goods. Sad. Yeah, it is. If that's true, and he was that guy, that's sad. Nah, it really is. I don't feel good about it. Matter of fact, it makes me sad. Yeah. Well, if that's true, it changes things for me. Well, he's not the person I thought he was. He's worse. And also, if he did those things, hey man, war is an ugly thing. So, you know, you crash planes into our buildings. They did it anyway. That's the whole thing. That whole freaking thing, 9/11, all of that was based on lies. And Lou tortured people based on lies. He's an order follower. He followed orders. I get it. But that's what sucks when you live that life. Allegedly. We'll find out. Man, first time I laid eyes on him, you could see it. I said bully. That was the first thing I saw, bully. I was right then. And I saw somebody who did not want to be there. Just like Kirkpatrick. He didn't want to be at Arrow. I don't know anymore, right? I mean, a couple of years prior to Arrow, he's sitting there in a meeting on Skinwalker Ranch and shit and denying it. What is going on? Everybody's lying in this freaking field. Everybody. Rose Cuckold lies. You got Corbell, you got Knapp, you got Gary. No one doesn't know what he's talking about most of the time. I mean, these guys live in fantasy land. And if you notice, they're all psychic now. They all have abilities. And we are second-rate citizens to them. It's all about them, right? All of them now have the ability. Why do you think they're bringing up angels and demons and all this stuff right now? Because that's all they can go to. That's what you do when you don't have evidence. You go back to the faith-based shit that people want to believe in. So that's where they've gone. Doesn't that make sense? Okay. I'm glad it does. Because it does to me. It does. Lou Eleganza. Oh my God, another Eleganzo. He says spooky orb UFOs the size of a basketball were flying around the inside of his house for years. Okay. No, you're not stealing my story. That's my story. Except it was a softball, and it was only one time. A little FYI from the master of orbs now. The clear and the green orbs, they're okay. They're okay. Not bad at all. But you see a blue orb, oh, get the fuck out of here. Blue orbs are bad. Very bad. Funny. He doesn't say anything about red orbs. Or yellow. Hey, Lou. You forgot a couple of colors. I guarantee it. Lou Eleganzo was taking shrooms. Watch. Elizondo's done 4,376 media interviews since 2017, but never once mentions UFOs haunt my house. But all of a sudden, before the book comes out, I told you there's going to be all these stories we never heard of. We never heard of these because, I got to hold him for the book. What a piece of shit he is. You are awful. This is all about money. Hey, Lou, just put in 5 years. All we're asking is 5 years. You write a book, you're in for life. That's the sales pitch they gave this fucker. Hey, I don't know what happened. I think Lou got the position he did in this whole thing because of shit he got in trouble for. Now, we can't get the records, his disciplinary records, or can we? I'd like to know what his disciplinary records were, and they're probably sealed away. But I've always said, for a guy who didn't want to be here and didn't give a shit about UFOs, knows a lot about ghosts, angels, demons, remote viewing, psychic abilities, UFOs, UAPs, Tic Tacs, and all sorts of shit. Probably dino beavers and Bigfoot. Probably. And orbs. The master of the orbs. Lou Eleganzo. So now all of a sudden, his house has been haunted for years by large orbs. And you know the green and clear ones, those show up on cameras. That's just a reflection off the lens in a mirror or something. Freaking dork. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me pull it up here. I'm sure that's what it is. Look at this. Look at this, Johnson. You can see this green thing. And look, everywhere I move, it moves too. Idiot. And guess what? No evidence. See, that's the thing I love about me. I have evidence for a lot of the shit I talk about. Being followed, capturing orbs, capturing fleet videos, humanoids. Even if they're not what I think they might be, I still have it. Nobody does. Not a lot of people do. I'm a rare breed. That's why I love me. That's why I give shit to these people, because I know bullshit when I see it. Give me a break. All of a sudden, this guy's having this kind of fucking experiences and shit. All those, no, look. One evening, a green glowing ball, probably about the size of a basketball with soft edges that weren't defined, floated down softly from the kitchen to our bedroom door, just below ceiling height, then disappeared into a wall. The object had been three-dimensional, but still translucent and suffused with an eerie green light. The object behaved as if guided by some intelligence. And I'll read further. It parked itself in the air, then drifted off down the hall before disappearing entirely. What the hell was going on? Like that right there, what the hell was going on? That doesn't need to be there. That just tells me it's fake. No, I'm just kidding. Then, over time, Big Lou says, more orbs appeared in our home. Not too frequently. A whole month might go by and then one would arrive. Wait, over time, more orbs appeared in our home. And then he says, not too frequently. Huh? A whole month will go by and then one would arrive, since our orbs manifested as clear or green. I did not feel compelled to warn my family to avoid them. Hold on. I want to ask everybody here, and I know the answer. Who here has ever seen orbs in their house to the effect that you would have to tell your family to watch out for orbs? Not me. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you, Sky Allen. Nobody. Kelly. No one. No one ever told Ma, hey, Ma, when you come over, don't go down the hall too often. We got orbs. Oh, what do you mean you got orbs? Gas? You could say that. Yeah, maybe it's that. I don't know. But just look out for things that look like bubbles. You mean like this? No, she holds up. All right, let's move along here. So you know me, I can't get enough Grush. Same way we got Rose cuckold in her stories. I can't get enough David Grush. Never get enough. Even if it's only for a few seconds. You can't get enough David Grush. Even if it's from a year ago when he was on Joe Rogan and he said, I talked to the highest of the high people you could possibly talk to, if you catch my drift, and the phenomenon's real. It's going to be on. It's been going on for thousands of years. How do they know? How do they know? Because of depictions. But we were told those were just dreams of things that they wanted to see in the sky. It wasn't real. They took mushrooms. They hallucinated. That wasn't a real burning bush. No bush, no burn, no 10 Commandments. Hey, did you know there were 15 commandments? And then he dropped 5 of them on the way up to the top of the mountain. And then he goes, I give you these 15. And then he drops the one, with 5 on it. And oh, shit. So he goes, 10 commandments. I give you these 10. What movie? History of the World, Part 1. Who directed? Mel Brooks. Who acted in it? Mel Brooks. Who starred in it? Mel Brooks. Now, let's listen to a little bit of Grush, shall we? This guy's the best. This is the truther machine. This guy has heard things from people who's heard things. Do you know he and Rose Cuckold know the same people? That guy, somebody, someone, this man, a guy. They know all those people. I was told. Have you ever heard of that one? Yeah. That's a new species, I was told. Yeah. Almost like Ayatollah. I was told. All right.
Are we alone? Well, the answer is we're not alone. And I know that with 100% certainty, which as an intel officer, you never say 100%, but all things pointed towards, based on the people I talked to, like Harry Reid, and I use him as an example, but I talked to the highest of the high people you could possibly talk to, if you catch my drift. So unless all of them are lying and they're covering up something else, which I don't even know what it would be at this point, because the phenomenon is real. It's been going on for thousands of years. People have been seeing strange things, and not everybody's mass hallucinating. Are we alone? Well, the answer is we're not alone. And I know that with 100% certainty, which as an intel officer, you never say 100%, but all things pointed towards, based on the people I talked to, like Harry Reid, and I use him as an example, but I talked to...
Bad example. Bad. Oh my God. Okay. Harry Reid? That's like the worst. You don't want to learn anything from Harry Ball Reid? Because he's oh my God, he's the problem. Harry Reid, Hal Puthoff. Those two are the worst. The worst. And then you have, who's the guy that, Jim Semivan. Oh my God, Semivan's got to be. See, they all believe in Fantasyland so much so that they're believed by all the people in the military, like David Grush, Elizondo, and all those people, right? They believe these guys, and I don't know why. Did they see something? No. They just believe because they don't think that this guy would. But that guy was also lied to. And he thinks he is the know-all and be-all of the UFO and alien information. If he is, it doesn't look that way. So maybe I'm wrong, but on this side of the looking glass, it doesn't look like he knows shit because he said nothing, Grush, that would make me believe anything that he has heard wasn't from the game telephone. You know what I mean? I mean, that's basically what David Grush is. He is the UFO telephone game. And Stephen Greenstreet said it perfectly. They infiltrated our government, this administration, and it started before, and since 2017, and with the help of Christopher Mellon and those other TTSA supporters. Remember, it was the all-star team of secret UFO programs. It was all the best of the best, right? Supposedly, that worked in the government. Then now, starting center from the CIA, we've got Mellon, Thornton Mellon. Starting at point guard, a little short, but he's real white, and he can really handle that ball. Tom DeLonge, everybody. Tom DeLonge at point guard, and standing in at 5'3" is the, power forward. They call him the round mound of everything round, Lou Eleganzo Elizondo. You know, he reminds me of a short Charles Barkley, doesn't he, Ed? He sure does. Boy, look at that ass, huh? That's big, fat, and round, just like an orangutan's. Yahoo! Okay, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Here we go. Oh, damn it. All right. We never finished this video, and I don't know why I'm doing this here. And then I'll get back to, I don't know if I want to get back to, why even bother? It's just a thumbnail. I mean, that's all it was. But it was just to show that they're all liars. But I'm going to continue this conversation that Kirkpatrick had with Stephen Greenstreet about Brandon Fugel. And I'm about halfway through. So what I'm going to do is, it's in English, but it's got subtitles to the language it's being presented in. It looks like French. Could be Spanish. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Go.
Said that, Kirkpatrick said that UFOs are real in this briefing. And when I reported that, I think the UFO community at the time was like, oh, Kirkpatrick's a UFO guy because Fugel said so. And then when your report came out, they're like, wait, what the hell?
Yeah, no, Kirkpatrick did not say aliens were real.
Or UFOs were real. That the reality, quote, the reality of UFO phenomena is real.
No, I never said that.
Before Arrow, did you have any association with any of these folks, any of the people in this core group of believers?
On this core group of believers. Doesn't Jay Stratton look like Jason Sands? They got the same initials. Isn't that weird? They sure do look a lot alike. Maybe I'm wrong. Look, they all got that big. All right, so Kit Green. Look at how old that picture's from 1972. Mellon, Knapp, Corbel. Look at Bigelow. Looks like the devil right there. I'm gonna kill everyone. Eric Davis. I don't know what this guy's a loon. One of the worst people ufology has ever had. Speaking of, Travis Taylor. What a yes man, isn't he? Colm Kelleher. Look at that picture. Jesus, man. Oh my God. Look at that stupid haircut. This is the worst haircut in ufology right here. Gary Nolan has the worst. Do you know what the next worst haircut is in ufology? Do you see it? It's right there. Right in front of you. If you don't see it, you're blind. It's the worst. It doesn't get any worse. Yes, Christopher Mellon. His hair always looks like shit. But your hair can look like shit when you're multi-millionaire 10 times over. You can do whatever you want. Oh, wow. Sorry. My fault.
No.
So, like, when you went to that briefing in 2018 where you said ALSAP ATIP folks were there, you didn't know any of those people?
Not at the time.
Okay.
Not that I remember. I think I met all the people associated with this all at that time was probably around the first that I'd ever met them.
Okay. So he admits that he was at this unofficial 2018 Skinwalker Ranch briefing, but only on invitation and only as an independent, objective reviewer. Okay? But seriously, what was he even doing there?
Right.
How can he say that he had no interest or duties regarding UFOs before 2022 if he's attending briefings in 2018 about one of the most famous UFO spots on planet Earth. I could have pushed him more on this.
I bet you they were going to use him for something else, now that I'm thinking about it again. Do you think? Just seeing what interests him, maybe. You know, they do that. Oh my God. I mean, they may have him go out there and say, hey, I want you to sit in on this and let me know what you think as an observer who knows nothing about this. Let me know what you think. Maybe that's what it was for. But he doesn't remember why? That's weird.
But time was ticking, and I wanted to cover more topics. I emailed Kirkpatrick some follow-up questions, and he said this: I ended up at that briefing because a congressional staffer asked me to attend as an objective third-party scientist to listen to the presentation. I did not know it was about Skinwalker Ranch until later. I don't recall it being referenced by that name during the briefing. He doesn't recall Skinwalker Ranch even being referenced? I replied,
no, he means, you know what he means. It probably wasn't in the title, or it was called something else. He doesn't remember. He didn't have to remember it. It wasn't part of his world at the time where I better remember this for 5 years later. Give the guy a break, man.
I replied by sending Kirkpatrick this PowerPoint presentation that Brandon Fugel claims he presented at the briefing.
Yes, that's not what you asked, though. See, he's taking it out of context. Wow, that sucks.
Skinwalker Ranch is all over it, and it's all about Skinwalker Ranch.
But he didn't ask him that. He said when he got there, did you know what it was? He said, I didn't know it was going to be about... It didn't say Skinwalker. I don't remember. It was 5 years ago, right? I mean, it's like he probably goes to many of these things. Can't remember everything. Poor guy.
Patrick replied, that's not the briefing I recall seeing. The briefing I saw was less polished. Come to think about it, I don't believe it was 2018 that I attended a briefing on the Hill. I believe it would have been 2017. In 2018, I was stationed in Colorado. I don't recall ever meeting Fugel. Maybe he's confusing the two meetings.
What?
So I reached out to Brandon Fugel about Kirkpatrick's comments.
Wow.
Fugel responded, are you trying to get Kirkpatrick in trouble and destroy his credibility? You better be careful with what you report. To which I replied, no, I interviewed him and brought up the 2018 Senate Armed Services Committee briefing you had told me about. I included his response below and would like to give you an opportunity to respond or clarify. Fugel responded, he, meaning Kirkpatrick, was at that meeting on April 19th, 2018. I gave you an accurate account of the meeting and have video, photos, and witnesses. I then asked Fugel if he could provide any of those videos, photos, or witnesses. Fugel did not respond at the time of this video's publishing. This is all very confusing, and at this point, I simply don't know who to believe.
Well, this came out a little bit ago, 2 months ago, yeah, so they know the answers. But I thought that was fun. I never played that or watched that whole thing. But I think it's really weird that people have who cares? So what? He went to a meeting in 2018, 2017. Who cares? Well, it was Kirkpatrick. You know, Arrow. You know, the guy. So what? I want to know what he was doing there. He doesn't even remember. It wasn't that important. Yes, it was. I want to know everything that he was doing. Well, you're not going to find out. He doesn't want to tell you, obviously. Why? Why doesn't he want to tell me? We have a right to know. You don't have a right to know everything, Greenstreet. Calm down. Well, what was he doing there? Was he going to work at Skinwalker? Was Skinwalker going to be a part of A-Tip, Arrow? What the hell's going on, Rich? I don't know, Steven, but you're making everybody crazy just coming up with narratives that have no meaning. Literally means nothing to anything. So what? The guy was at a meeting. He wasn't at a meeting. It doesn't change anything. Yes, it does. What? Credibility. Well, who cares? There's no credibility in ufology anyway with these people. expect the worst, and be surprised when it works. There you go. That's how you treat ufology. New sighting? Don't get excited. Expect it to be a dot that doesn't move at all. And then you get it, and it's not a dot, and you're like, oh my God, it's not a dot. Good example, actually. I'll put the link to that in the show description when it's over. Oh, God help us all. God and baby Jesus help us. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Don't tell me we're out. I have a UFO. Here it is, UFO sighting. I thought so. This comes from UFO Network News and Education. This was posted today at 2 p.m., July 25th, 2024. I'm getting it ready. Okay, hold on. Here it comes. It's cunning, don't worry. Keep smiling. Here it comes, everybody. That's good, 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 good. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and a go.
Whoa, look at those guys. What in the fuck?
Hey,
oh my God.
Language.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Is it me or is it the worst acting already you've ever heard in your whole life?
Oh my God. Dude. I need to get my other camera. All right.
I love these guys. He's flashing his lights at flares. It's funny.
Holy shit, dude.
It's so funny to me.
All right. We're getting the other camera.
This is great.
Hold on 1 second. Holy shit. All right. Fuck.
Oh, he's got the... Oh, yeah, we looked at this. These are flares. Yeah, we saw this already. Yeah, it's flares. Look how they're drifting. See? Yeah, we did this yesterday. They posted it as new today, so I thought it was another new one. Flares. I love that guy. He's out there with his flashlight. Yay, man! Yay. Meanwhile, it's imagine just being an alien and watching that guy trying to talk to a floating flare, a fire flare, fire on a parachute. Why is he doing that, Rex? I don't know. Humans are weird. Do you think he thinks it's us? Possibly, Rex. That is weird. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. You want to go and abduct him? Yeah. Nah. Yeah? Nah. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. 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 Hello. Hi, firebag, Chinese lantern. Oh. I also like when people talk to, because I did it too. I did it. Hi, satellite. But I wouldn't. I'd be like, please be real aliens. Flash my laser pointer. Please be real. I did it, 1,100 times? I'm talking to satellites like a schmohawk out there for 11 months. Oh, somebody please respond. Wow. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. All these lights suck ass. Bright ones, dim ones, long ones, thin ones. I already said that. Oh, boy. Oh. I'm going to have to show this now? This breaks my heart. I'm going to show you. Can we do... All right, it's a break your heart moment. Now, I know a lot of you pet owners out there get real emotional. Like me. This one will definitely make you jerk a tear. So I'm telling you. This makes me very sad. Like, I'm not even going to watch it. That's how sad it makes me.
This Karen cat used to lovingly stroke his best friend's ear, who crossed the Rainbow Bridge a few days ago. Their human mom has placed a large portrait of the cherished dog in their living room. Now, every day the cat stands on its hind legs, leans in, and sweetly strokes the dog's ear, as if keeping the precious memories alive. This Karen cat used to lovingly stroke his best friend's ear, who crossed the Rainbow Bridge a few days ago.
That's kind of cool. It's cool. The cat goes for the ear. Are you there? What are you doing playing games like this? I haven't seen you for 3 days. You wind up on a wall in 2D? Hello? Hello? Cat doesn't know it's paper. Hello? Frank? What the hell's Frank doing? Don't ignore me. Don't stare. Ignore. It destroys it. Every time they put it up, he's still staring at me, Frank. Get it out of here. All right. What are we doing now? That's it. That's all she wrote. Thank you very much for hanging out tonight. I had fun. That's all that matters. Rose Cuckold. Just to button this all up, everybody knows Rose Cuckold, a.k.a. Ross Coulthart, is the biggest grifter in ufology right now. Can we all agree? Until Jeremy Corbell's next debunkable video comes up, Rose Cuckold is making claims about from a guy he's heard a story from, a man he knows, from a guy he heard about a UFO under a building he can't tell anyone about because it's so big they can't move it in this country that I can't tell you where it is, but it's underneath this building and I can't tell you the building either. So, but it's there. It's underneath the building, for Christ's sakes. Really? Not even want to tell us what country? Come on. What continent? Come on. Give me something. Nothing? If I tell you the continent, you'll figure it out. All right, all right. USA. Is it in the USA? No, I said that already. I know. I was just testing you. Hertfordshire? Where? I don't know. Hertfordshire? How do you say it? I don't know. Anyway, he makes a lot of claims. Stay clear of that. That's it. I hope you guys had a good night. Hey, what are we doing tonight? I rescheduled tomorrow's show. Tomorrow, hey, I am not doing a GUFON show. I don't know. Maybe things will change. Just keep your eyes and ears open. But I'm going to do see, what I'm thinking is, and I think I figured it out. I'm going to do my auditing shows in the morning, starting next week. Tomorrow, I think I want to do one primetime show at 7 at night, just because I haven't. I want to get the word out. I don't know, maybe I'll run it through this channel as well, because I can do that. I can have it going off this channel as well. So there'll be a show tomorrow. It'll just be RSA, probably showing up here on GUFON. But every time I do an audit video where I go out in public, all those videos have 1,000 to 2,000 views. And I only have 1,000 subscribers, 1,100. I'll take that. That's not bad. Yeah, last month we had almost 7,000 views. Yeah, not much better for GUFON. I mean, you know, it was more, but, you know, for 14,000. Man, if those numbers were the same, it would, man. Anyway, tomorrow night, there will be a show, Rich Saves America. It'll be appearing probably here. If it's not, it's just on Rich Saves America. But I want to thank everybody for supporting tonight. And you can still support. All the links are in the show description. And I will put the links to the videos that matter in the show description right after the show. With that being said, tomorrow's the weekend. Starting. So I'm trying to get this to come up and it's just not popping up. There it is. Yeah. Oh, we do Truthology for you, Phology for you. Hey, that's right. We had the What Are They song. Crop Circle song made an appearance tonight for the first time in months. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We will see you next time right here on GUFON. Alien Bless.